Well, speaking of girls that you love, John, your mom's in the chat room?
That's the worst person.
All right, can we just talk about that?
You know, you don't know what's going on.
Whatever.
They should have a special idol, and it should be made of chocolate. But then it would probably melt. But my point is, it's up to you. Do you want the protection, or do you want to eat it? Hello, everybody, and joking. Welcome to our week 10, because I know what week it is, recap of Survivor. We have so much to talk about. I'm still choking, so follow me over on Twitter at Reality Recaps. Who's here with me? John.
Hey guys, Comedy Jonah here. So excited to be hanging out with Melissa, who is our Survivor blogger / comedian, who has all the insights and funny anecdotes for Survivor, including last night's episode that she is posting soon. You can follow me at Comedy Jonah.
Hey everybody, I'm Melissa. I'm at the Dolphin Poet on Twitter, and yes, go read my blogs. I'm not going to say I'm a comedian, but they are very funny, and you should read them.
But no, they're so funny, and they're all types of comedians, Melissa, and you have earned your badge.
Earned it.
Thanks.
You know what else Melissa has earned for us, John? She has earned one of our Twitter followers, or probably more specifically Melissa's Twitter follower, Space Colonizer, actually did his shopping through our Amazon link, so we wanted to say thank you so much for him for doing that. Of course, all of you guys can check that out and do it. Just click on the link on our homepage to start your Amazon shopping. You don't pay any more, and we get a little bit back, and it really helps support our shows, as does thumbsing up and subscribing to this in YouTube and checking out our Patreon ad in the sidebar on our website for exclusive content, prizes, and swag. It's a great way to help support our show. But most importantly, John, what is now up and live that everybody can go and watch? Race footage.
I know. I watched it last night.
Oh, well, that'd be nice. Apparently you didn't want to tell me. So let's find out together what John thought.
I haven't had a chance to tell you, but finally, I know Eric and I've got deliverables, listen to me, I'm at work. I've got stuff that I need to just definitely upload too, but we've been a little behind. But Eric, you've got the race footage up, and it is so funny, and you did such a great job, and you've got to watch it. It's hilarious. I love everything that you did.
What was your favorite part?
Of course, my favorite part is mine and your interaction of you making me run with the camera. But then my favorite part is me yelling at everyone during the race, especially my cousin Melissa.
I loved it. I didn't know if it was too far having Helen beat up Aaron, but you know,
I loved it.
Nobody's complained yet. So we'll wait and see.
Comedic recaps, everyone.
Yeah, comedic.
Yeah.
So check that out over at yourrealityrecaps.com/reality rally, and of course our Bravo blog recap. Me reading the Bravo blogs are up now. Melissa's blogs about Survivor Amazing Race are up. Dana's are up about Big Brother Canada, and P.S. I think we're gonna have some Big Brother finale news for you guys on our next show as well. Stay tuned for that. But let's talk Survivor. And more importantly, Cass, because she started off the show pissing me off. So that's what I want to start talking about. Her with her whole, I don't like Spencer and he's so arrogant, and I don't like college kids, and blah, 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 blah. She
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
She said, what the worst kind of person, the worst selfish person there is a young guy in college, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is ridiculous.
Yeah, you know what I think is like a 40-plus something trapped on an island on a reality show. That's the worst person.
Look, this is transparent.
A flip-flopper.
Yeah, she's a flip-flopper. She also doesn't like anybody prettier than her. Sensible shoes. Thinking on her own. Not being a bitch. I said it. Don't come after my boyfriend is what I'm saying, Cass, because I'll cut you.
This is the part I loved with Cass, is that she kept saying, you know, I knew you had the idol, Spencer. I knew it. I can read your face. I can tell. I know your face. Oh, please, you did not. You didn't say a thing until after he misplayed the idol, which I felt really bad for Eric.
Yeah, I felt really bad too, but, you know, it seems like it's going to turn out well. What did you think of the whole Cass thing, Melissa?
Oh, yeah, I was just like, whatever. You didn't see him take the idol. You didn't know he had it. Like, come on. But, I mean, I think she doesn't know how to read people, but she didn't, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I knew he had it. I knew it. I knew he had it, Spencer.
She is a lawyer and a bad one if she's on the show. Come on, please.
I know, never like a lawyer. I never like a... JR is my favorite.
I only like him unless I have to hire him. I don't like him.
Exactly. Well, yeah, no, I'm going to say I don't like them even when I have to hire them. So, unless we get JR, my favorite little Muppet.
Oh,
and speaking of lawyers, you might need one at the Survivor auction, because that is right where we went to, and I have to say, though, kind of anticlimactic, and I think Spencer put it best. It was a buyer's market in this Survivor auction. So I'll throw it to you first, Melissa. What are your thoughts on the auction?
Well, yeah, I mean, things were going for $20, $80. You've got to be kidding me. And then because, well, you know, everybody was just waiting with bated breath to vote on that advantage, or to bid on that advantage. And then when we finally get to it, all right, can we just talk about that? Because, Tasha, why would you not go ahead, spend your $500, and put your hand in that bag and draw a rock, so you double you and Spencer's chances of getting that clue? Or, I mean, they didn't know what it was going to be at the time. But why not?
Right, they didn't. First of all, Melissa, your hair looks really pretty today. Secondly, I get why Tasha didn't, because Spencer and Tasha are kind of on the bottom, like they're wanting any advantage. But gosh, I mean, your stomach would just be growling, especially, and I always forget what's her name, Arms. I call her Bronwyn.
Deborah?
Isn't that bad? No, Bronwyn.
Oh, Trish.
Trish. And you know why? You know my best friend, Eric. So I call her Bronwyn. You know, got 2 meals out of it. So they're eating popcorn, can't even do the challenges. But I understood why she didn't, but I just felt like when it was all over and she walked away with $500, I was like, oh, I would have much rather wanted to eat something.
Well, see, I don't think there's anything to bid on after the advantage. I mean, that's the way they edited it, but typically that's the last thing to bid on. So, like, you're not going to get any food. You're not going to get to keep the money.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I was shocked that she didn't just say, you know what, here's $500 too, and I'll take a rock as well, right?
Right.
Right.
Okay.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
I have so much to say about this now. Number one, I thought they did get to keep the money, because I'm thinking back to 2 seasons ago with the old doctor guy who was like, my wife needs tires on her car and this money would buy that, so I'm going to hold on to it. So I feel like, I'm pretty sure they get to keep the money, number one.
I don't know.
But, well, we'll find out. We need a Survivor person to answer that for us. I'm going to write it down on my list. Comment in the section below if you know. Oh, and I should say, if you have any questions for us during this show or anything you want to comment on, comment below if you're watching on YouTube or on the website. Or afterwards, we'll follow back around on the edited show. So here's what I think. Tasha says she was waiting because she thought maybe this was just an advantage, but maybe there would be another advantage that she could bid on by herself. So in that, I get it. I want to talk a little bit more in a minute about how much we think Spencer and Tasha were working together on this whole plan with Tony, or if it was really 2 separate ideas. I'm not buying that. But I also will say, yeah, I don't know why she didn't put her rock in. It would have diminished. I put her money in for it. It would have diminished the odds against Tony. Definitely 100%. But I like when Jeff threw a little bit of shade, and they were like, "Can we share?" And he was like, "No, it's so good that you can't share." And they're like, "Why?" And then he's like, "Because then you can say how good it is and not share." And I was like, oh, okay, so you're just starting shit, Jeff. I totally get it.
Well, I just love, too, like, when Wu came with the ribs, and Spencer's like, boy, those are a lot bigger in person than they are. It's like, how you doing? Oh, those ribs.
And then Jeff, oh, yeah, you eat those ribs. I was like, are you kidding me?
drink that beer, and I left the beer all over his face. You do it. Just
I really felt like.
And there was music too, right? I couldn't take like slow motion kind of.
They're aware now. They're aware that people love the little Jeff sound bites because as we'll hear later, Jeff is like, Tony's balls are banging all over, and so, like we know it's. Go ahead, Melissa.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing at that because it's shit Jeff says. It's all over the place.
And then to music too was even the best. I loved it. I loved it. So I was kind of surprised at how cheap stuff went, and with Tony winning it, granted that bag, there's no way to say production manipulated that bag, but still, my God. I feel like in a way maybe they're trying to help Spencer, but I mean, I don't know. But on the other hand, I got to hand it to Tony. He's willing to make the moves. As much as I want Spencer. Go ahead, John. No, I absolutely agree. I mean, whenever I think of Tony, I think of Jeff Fry from Opposite Worlds. Whenever I think of Spencer, I think of you. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, Tony's playing a really good game. He has an idol. He has a special idol.
He's two idols.
A special one and a regular one. What the hell?
Which would be his second and third idol.
Yes. In one game.
Mm-hmm. Production really wants him to stick around, but I don't blame him. He's brilliant TV. He's good TV. I'm telling you, people that want to be cast on a show, just be good TV, and production will want to keep you around. I'm telling you.
I want to see him at Reality Rally next year, right?
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, okay. I don't want to go up against it.
On your team. On your team.
Oh, okay, on our team, yes.
Yes, that's your reality recap's going to have on the team next year.
Sorry, Helen.
We call dibs.
Bye,
Helen.
Dibs.
Okay, we call Tony. No, I want Helen. Maybe I'll do my own team and you can have your own team, John. I want Helen. Okay, so let's then talk about now. Tony has this advantage. He gets back to camp. And all of a sudden, I didn't really get him playing the victim of, like, I had to make all the sacrifices for the team. You didn't make it for the team. You made it for you to win $1 million. I don't know what I'm missing here.
He's hungry and emotional, okay? Oh, my gosh. When I'm full, I'm still emotional. I mean, I get it. It's like, he's emotional. It's like, can somebody get some water? Some water? Can they get you water? Ladies, you want some water?
Who's going to make my food?
And they're like, no, I'm so stuffed, I can't even get up.
And the chicken, wasn't the chicken so good? Yes, and oh my God.
I don't know if I have to burp or fart. Oh, wait, just give me a minute. Okay.
He is so, I like him, and he didn't find the idol. I almost feel like this was creative editing as well, because he didn't find the idol the first time that he went to look out. And by the way, how easy is the clues when they get them now? Remember when the clues used to be a little challenging?
My mom was like, why didn't they just give him the idol at the auction? Because why didn't you just give it to him? Like, why?
That tree was so white. I thought it was glowing, right? Like, how did I miss that? Oh.
Yeah, seriously. And I mean, based on the fact that he was able to not have a clue to it and be in the woods and be like, I'm going to dig under this tree. Oh, I found one. I think, whatever.
You know, I mean, that's the thing. Like, even with past episodes, some funky rock, some tree with big roots, now the big white tree. Dig around in the future, please, if you see something like that. I mean, the clue said just a few inches from the top of the soil.
Mm-hmm.
And it did say big white tree. It was like just big sign. Big signs this way.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why it was so hard for him to find it the first time, but we all know, spoiler alert, he finds it the second time, no problem. Now, do you agree with how he went about this? I mean, I guess, well, whatever, we'll just talk about it now. In showing everybody so that they don't nominate him, do you feel like that was a good move strategically, John?
I do, just because you see all 4 women in the water and you realize, you know what, we're kind of outnumbered. Like, there's 3 guys, 4 girls. You know, and I agree he gets a little paranoid, but I think it's for the good reason for it. You know, you don't know what's going on, you know, and you don't, really know how strong your alliance is. And I just thought, you know what, it's so smart because when he showed it and wears it, people are going to know. We probably shouldn't vote for him because he could use it. Yeah.
See, I would have voted for him anyway, just to make him play it and flush that out. Because he's free for 2 weeks now. He's got 2 free weeks. And I'm sure that it comes a certain point where he can't play them. But, I mean, he's basically made it to the final 3.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to go to the final 3. I hope everybody's ready for that, because Tony's going to go. And he's probably going to win.
He's going to win.
Yeah, I think he is.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you guys. Shady in the chat room wants to know, is there any chance that he isn't going to go to the finals? And I think we all agree no. There's no way he's not going to the final 3. So
if he didn't, he'd have like an appendicitis like Colton did.
Right. Exactly. Now,
on the fire.
Exactly. I want to know, and everybody, you can comment below now or after on the edited show, but I want to know what you two think about what I said earlier. So now we see Spencer didn't win that advantage. He knows he needs to do something. He starts to plant the seeds for Tony that the girls all have an alliance. At the same time that Tasha is doing the same exact thing. I don't think these are two separate plans. I think they came up with them together and were enacting it. And the reason I say that is because I think it was brilliant and neither of them really got the credit they deserved for coming up with a genius plan this episode. So, if you're agreeing, Melissa.
I'm on the fence as to whether or not they had talked previously. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. So, whatever. But I do think it was genius. It's such, I mean, those two, I keep trying to think of a movie that I can, like, put them on the cover of, because it's like a buddy cop movie. Like, you've got sassy Tasha and then smart by the book Spencer, and they're going to go in the jungle and win $1 million together. But I thought it was so brilliant because that just proves they're such good players and they deserve to be there. Like, all the brains that are there, I think, totally deserve to be there. I'm so glad the rest of those people are. Like, I'm pretty much happy with everybody that's in the game right now, and I'm so shocked by that.
I definitely agree. I'm so shocked. I'm so happy, too, and I just think the Trishas need to go, and I just think it should be Tasha, Spencer, and Tony.
Cass and Tony. And it's going to be awesome because they're all players.
Oh, my God. It's going to be a crazy finale. It's going to be
my God,
crazy.
it is.
I hope so. It's going to be bananas. Bananas. As Rachel Zoe would say, bananas. It'd be bananas.
That's not how Rachel would say it. So, she's more like banana. She struggles to get words out. Well, let me say this then, because in case Bronwyn is watching, I don't agree with all of Sean's assessment about you, but.
She's
you
not.
really are happy with Trish in the game right now? There's nobody else. I would rather anybody else in the game right now than
that's
Trish.
getting rid of Trish. I mean, yeah.
No, getting rid of her. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I wasn't say I was happy with her. She's entertaining. I love her big mouth and her skinny arms and the skin hanging off of them. But at the end of the day, and her little saggy little tan butt, but at the end of the day, I mean, she's not winning any challenges. She's not doing anything. She's just a big mouthpiece.
And if she goes to the final 3 with Tony, oh man.
If she
the only people Tony can win against at this point are Trish and Cass. I think Cass can fight for it, but it's gonna be Tony. Like, there's no way Trish is gonna win the game. So if she stays, whatever. But she should go.
Tony needs to get rid of Spencer and Tasha to win.
And,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Because Tasha will win. Tasha will win.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't see anybody that Tony loses against.
Tony's good with strategy, but I mean, look at Tasha. She's still there. She's winning all those immunity challenges. That's my girl.
I will call it right now. I say there is no one that Tony would lose against. If he makes it to final 3, he instantly wins.
Boy, you
I
just
think
turn right on your ginger, don't you?
I don't know about that. I think there's certain jury members that aren't going to be too happy with him. And if somebody like a Tasha or Spencer is there with him, they're going to be like, look, they've been battling this whole game. The brains lost. And then they had to fight, and Spencer knew just when to slide into Tony's little clutches and like mess with him a little bit. Like, so I think Tasha and Spencer have a really good shot against Tony, but they need to get rid of him anyway and take somebody else.
All right. Well, I'm
glad because I don't want him to win.
Melissa, you just said it best. You said it best. I absolutely agree.
Well, I'm glad that we all disagree because now we can see who's going to be right. Now I want Tony to make it to the finals just so we can see what'll happen. I mean, of course, I want my Spencer to win. I just don't see any way that Tony doesn't win if he makes it to those finals. But let's talk about protecting people this week and that immunity challenge where, again, like we say, pull the rope up, find your balls in the bag, and then use your ball puzzle. And then we had, here I wrote them down. We had such one as Spencer has 5 balls on the board. Tony goes crazy and knocks his balls all over the place. And there was other many.
Trish finally has all her balls.
Yeah.
How she gets to unwrap them.
Cass is still in the back trying to free her balls. We had a lot. And I think production knows. I'm telling you, production's doing it on purpose now. They know.
Well, I think they're scripted. They script him to say that stuff.
I love it. I love it.
I think it's brilliant. I think it's totally brilliant. So Cass and Trish had no chance in this immunity challenge at all. Tasha got to it first. I think Spencer got to it second, and Tony and Wu like third and fourth. But it was really between Tasha and I would say Spencer.
Wu got really close. Yeah, Wu's like right there.
Yeah. You're correct. But Tasha won. Tasha won again. And again, I feel like production gives it away a little bit because when she's like, "Okay, here's the immunity necklace, but I'll have it back," and he's like, "Oh, then you're gonna have to win it back." I'm like, "Well, she won." I'm like, you wouldn't have put that sentence in there for any other reason unless she won. I just feel like they give some certain things away in the editing. But I'm thrilled that she won. I wasn't happy for my Spencer, but I was thrilled that she won. Do either of you wish anybody else had won it, or were you glad she won it?
I was glad she won it. It would have been nice if Spencer would have won it, but I'm glad she won it. She deserved it. She's a beast. Tasha is a beast.
She's a total beast. I'm so glad she won it because you know what? She missed out on the rock thing, so at least she won it and at least she's safe. So all of that kind of disappointment, like, God, I didn't get any food. I didn't even participate in the rock thing. The rock challenge, yeah, and now at least she won immunity. So, oh my, I love my girl, Tosh. I love her.
Well, speaking of girls that you love, John, your mom's in the chat room, and she's saying that Wu is keeping a very low profile, and it is being to his advantage. So, are we agreeing with that? Go ahead, Melissa.
Oh, yes, I agree with John's mom completely. Like, I do. I think he's playing such a, like, he's not really doing a lot, but yeah, he's staying low, and, it's like, hey, bro, like, let's just eat coconuts and papayas and climb up trees. Like, yeah, he could come up still, I think. Wouldn't do it from behind, but,
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's making too many enemies with the betraying of people to get people out.
Yeah, but that's all on Tony.
Yeah.
That's all blood on Tony's hands.
Until they get to the Ponderosa and then find out that it wasn't all Tony. Someone had a vote with him, and it was your good friend Wu, which is why I think Tony wins if he gets to the end. But we're going to have to see. We will discuss more of that factor later. So back at the beach, all of a sudden, I thought Spencer was gone. I, honest to God, was like, Spencer is out. Spencer is done. And then Jesus gave me an early Christmas gift, and all of a sudden, Tony, their plan worked, and Tony's like, you know what? We, as guys, need to stick together, and let's get out Jeffra. And I thought it was brilliant, and I even liked how he did it by going to Spencer, being like, no, that's your job. You get her on board. Like, I'm not going to convince her. You convince her. So do you, like, what do you guys think of how that all kind of
It was
played out?
smart for Tony to do that because whoever it was, I mean, Jeffra was the easiest one to get out. But it's like, you know what, the women could switch the game up and get rid of him. I know he's got a ton of idols. He's got more idols than he has food. But they could, like, take over. So let's get their numbers, at least make them even. So.
Oh, my God. I just thought of the best freaking twist for Survivor, but it probably wouldn't work out. I was going to say they should have a special idol, and it should be made of chocolate, but then it would probably melt. But my point is, it's up to you. Do you want the protection, or do you want to eat? It should be like a big chunk of chocolate.
And peanut
Or
butter.
it should be like one of those waxy gummy things, but you can eat them, but big, right? And you can drink the liquid inside, and then you can eat the candy.
Has to be something that would be really tempting to you, because even if you, like, lick it, nope, you don't have immunity anymore, so enjoy it. That would be such a
You
good
should be able
twist.
to lick it, but not if it's completely disintegrated and there's just the necklace like a choker, then no, you can't do
Well,
that.
when you make up your fake idol, you can make up your rules.
No,
My
I'm making it
edible
up for
idol,
you as well.
no. Mm-mm. No.
Yes.
Oh, look, your mom agrees with me. So let's go on. I don't know if she agrees with me or not. So let's go move into now Tribal, where it did kind of look for a second that Spencer wasn't going to be saved again. I have to say, Tony did kind of. I did think, based on what everybody was saying, I kind of thought, no, they're not going to save Spencer. But then when he went up to go place that vote and was like, make sure you make a move before you get played, I was like, okay, fingers crossed, but I still wasn't believing it. But yeah, Spencer saved, Jeffra out. Were we happy with this? Were you guys as shocked as I was on it, or no? Go ahead, John.
I was glad she was out. I was so sick of, it's like this, it's supposed to be, just so I got my letter, it's just like it's supposed to be. Did you see that coming, Jeffra? Was it like that was it supposed to be when you were blindsided? She drove me nuts. She flip-flopped all over the place like a fish out of water. I was sick of it.
What do you think, Melissa?
No, yeah, she's a useless player. Like, she's just there to look pretty for all the boys. Like, it's good that she's gone, because she wasn't going to make any big moves. She was going to, go back and forth and hem-haw around, as my grandma would say. So, yeah, it was good that she's gone. But, man, they put me through so much emotional distress last night. Like, I couldn't even write notes during tribal council. I was just like, what's going to happen? Like, is they going to vote? What are they going to vote Spencer out? Is Jeff going to go? What's going to happen? I was like, Steve DiCarlo from Opposite Worlds was like going, what's going on with, I'm like, I don't know, it's driving me crazy, I can't handle it. I had to watch it again this morning and write my notes.
I know.
It was awful.
It was really good. I really had no clue. Like, normally I feel like I can tell exactly the way the edit's going, but I really had no idea. And then I looked somebody on Twitter, because I was behind. I was like 15 minutes behind, and somebody said, like, congratulations, Tasha, so sorry, Spencer. And that also was like, damn it, he's out.
I think that's what Steve tweeted, and I was like, I don't know.
Well, there you go then. Okay, so here are some, let's take one or two questions. This one is from Ibrahim Naiz, I'm going to say. And he says he's happy if anybody wins except Cass and Woo.
What?
So, not a Woo fan.
No woo-woo on that.
Nope. Okay. Well, Michael, in our racing video and with us at the reality rally, said, I think if Tasha makes the final three, she could be stiff competition to win.
Michael's reading my mind. That's what I just said. Stop copying me. I hate you.
Well, he said it before. Well, here's who he would like his final four. He wants his final four to be Tasha, Spencer, Woo, and Tony. Which I think is probably what it'll be.
I think it will. If Trish gets it, I'll be shocked.
Yeah, I will be shocked. But we've seen upsets come
I know.
before as well.
I know. I'm upset just thinking about it.
I think it's going to have to be them. But now, see, again, I will say I don't see how Tasha could make an argument against somebody like Tony, because she can say, "Oh, I won an immunity idol 4 times," but I'm sure Tony can pinpoint, and I won reward challenges and blah blah blah. But which of us made moves? You were just surviving, whereas Tony was making moves. Would be the argument I would assume he'd make. Okay, nobody agrees.
I'm just thinking about it. Like, I don't want it to be right because I don't want Tony to win, but he deserves to win, but I don't want him to win, and I don't know how to feel anymore. I don't know how to feel anymore.
I want him to.
I was thinking about it, but it was also thinking dead air, dead air, dead air.
Yeah, thanks. Then you yell at me later for talking. Anyway. So, your mother says, John,
what is she doing? I've never put anything on Facebook again.
Well, your mother is giving me good dirt on you, actually. No, she says, oh no, Shady is saying that he is not happy that Jeffra is out. First Morgan, then Jeffra. So
you're just a dude that want to see hot chicks.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Okay. Just, it's all about the boobies.
You
whatever.
Want to see hot chicks? There's many porn sites on the internet you can go look at, but they do not belong in the game of Survivor.
Melissa! Slap your hands.
What are these porn sites we're talking? And by the way, Shady, John's mother's in that room, so
right?
Hush on the porn talk.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was us talking about.
Us.
I'm sorry. I mean, sorry, John's mom. Blame your son. Bad influence. So what else is there any other things from this episode that you want to talk about, Melissa? Any other like strategy points? Any other what was your favorite part of this episode?
Oh, Tasha and Spencer like totally messing with Tony. Like, oh yeah, those girls, man. God, ooh, you should be afraid of them. Oh, Jeffra was totally with us, by the way, and she was gonna talk to Trish. I loved it. Loved it. Loved it.
I
so
love
good.
it. I also feel like it was kind of the reason I thought that they were been working together the whole time, because when they had their sit down, when Spencer and Tasha had their sit down, and he was just like, "Okay, I got great news. You need to vote for Jeffra," and she's like, "Boom, plan solidified, go." They would have had more of a conversation than that if this isn't something that they were working on together the whole time to try and pull one over on Tony. So I want the answer.
What was driving me nuts is that when all the 4 women were sitting in the water, and I was thinking, why don't they just go after the guys and start with Tony? But then I was thinking, okay, if I was one of those girls like Jeffra, and then you've got one of the girls, Tasha, winning all of the immunity challenges. Who cares if it's Tasha or Tony at that point, right? Like, I'm going to lose. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Now,
I was using this.
Well, good. You keep thinking. Michael is also saying, and Melissa, tell me if you have heard this, he is saying that there is a rumor going around that this year it won't be a Final 3, it'll be a Final 2.
Oh, if it is, I would be so happy. I hate Final 3s. I hate them.
It's all we've known, Melissa. How do you
No, it wasn't. They've had Final 2s before.
They have?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I think I can't remember what season it's in where they switched, but yeah, way back in the beginning it used to be Final 2.
Way back in the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, it was sometime
when it was called Survivor.
Definitely after All Stars, but
like Survivor 2.
But that's why I like Survivor. When not that I don't like it now. When it first came on, I used to have Survivor parties, and it used to be so exciting back in the day. So I loved it when it first came on.
And now we're doing recaps.
Yeah, now 30 years later, it is still kicking. I mean, 30 seasons later, and it is that cat that won't let go. It's gonna hang in there. It does not run its course. You keep on rushing on, Survivor. Okay, so John, you final thoughts this episode. Anything else you want to say about it?
No, just a good episode. Tony is just doing really, really well. I think his moves have been so good. He's really got just an idea of what the game and how it's played with these people. So he's doing really great. But my vote's for Tasha.
Okay. You can have a wrong vote. I mean, that's fine. That people that lose the game have wrong votes. So, yeah. Now, do you guys watch the previews, or I forget if you don't watch the previews? Do you, Melissa?
I do.
You do?
I didn't, but I don't mind spoilers. Well, I watched a little bit of it, I think. I watched a little.
Okay, you're talking a lot, and I didn't care about your answer. So, Melissa.
I think I did.
What do we think of next week? John, they're making it seem like they're going to finally flip on Tony. So really, I would like to know your prediction, Melissa. What are we saying? Are they actually getting, or are they going to at least attempt, because we know he has magic idols, so they can't, but will they at least attempt to get him out next week?
Well, the cynic in me wants to say that's editing just trying to trick us and making excitement, because, you know, he's sitting there saying, I think it might be time to make a big move. But, you know, we just have to wait and find out. I usually don't take the preview seriously until I see the one that airs during Amazing Race. That's the one I usually am like, okay, what is going to happen? Like, I usually have a better idea with that one. This is like the teaser trailer they put out before the movie's even, the release date's announced.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. John, what do you think? Do you think next week's the week that they actually attempt to go after Tony, or no?
I think next week is the week they need to. They're running out of time.
See, I will say I think it's in production's best interest to plant some seeds of doubt in everybody to go after Tony, because I think they want the drama of him using that idol, and you can't use it after next week, right? You can only use it to 4.
I think so.
So I think production is going to be like this. Come on in, Spencer, let's talk. Okay, are you really not going after Tony? Because you're going to lose the game. Next, Trish. Trish, are you not going after Tony this week? Because then you're going to lose the game. Next, I'm telling you, I think it will, because they don't want to lose all the drama.
I want to see them try to get Tony out, and then he's like, which idol should I use?
Which idol? I got my bag of tricks here.
Regular one? I said, this is just an ordinary one, but this one's special.
Special.
And that's my point. They want to see him do that. So if everyone doesn't do it this next week, I don't think they can do it. So I think it has to happen this week. But you guys, comment below. Let us know what you think. Of course, we'll be watching, live tweeting during it with you guys next week. John, go ahead and do your outro.
Hey, Mom. Thanks for watching. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding, but thanks for watching. Love talking about Survivor with my 2 favorite people. Follow me at Comedy Jonah.
Go ahead, Melissa.
Well, Thea, thanks for everybody for watching. I'm sorry for mentioning porn in front of John's mom. And I'm going to be doing another Nerd Army hangout later tonight, so if you want to watch that, follow me on Twitter. I'm at the Dolphin Poet, and I'll be tweeting out the link and stuff. And my Survivor blog will be posted later. I still got to finish it, so just be patient. But it'll be good.
Brilliant. And I have to say, I was just very manly, and I did not just freak out, but you can go back and rewind it. When John was talking, look at me in your little square, and the spider came down right in front of my face, and I gently killed it. But if this camera wasn't on, I would have screamed like a girl and ran in the other direction. So, I was just very manly. I'll also say, thank you all for watching. Yes, check out Melissa's blog later tomorrow, whenever she'll tweet and let you know. And check out John's vlogs. Check out our Bravo recaps, Dana's Bravo Big Brother Canada blogs, and we will have a super duper announcement about Big Brother Canada soon. Check back in with us on our live show page. We'll let you know if we're doing a reality check show this Saturday. We're not 100% sure yet, but we'll let you know. So check over there, maybe like tomorrow or Saturday, and we'll let you know. It'll be a surprise either way. So until our next show, we will see you guys all soon. Bye for now, everybody.